Okay, good morning students. So in the previous video I have taught you what are the laws of exponents, what are the operations. So today we are going to solve some problems which are based on the operations. So today we learn exercise 1.6 few questions. So the first question is find the value of 64 to the power half, or we can say root over 64. So for that we have to factorize 64. So 64 we can factorize in this manner. As the unit place is 4, so we can start with 2. 2 3 is 6, 2 2 is 4. Then again 2 16 is 32, 2 8 is 16, 2 4 is 8, and 2 2 is 4. So 64 we can express as the product of how many 2's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can write like this: 2 to the power 6, as because 2 is multiplied 6 times to get 64. So 64 we can write 2 to the power 6. And what is outside root? Root means half. So in the next step, now we can multiply both the powers. So 6 and half get multiplied. So 6 into half. So this 2 and 6 can be cancelled. 2 1 is 2, 2 3 is 6. So 2 to the power 3. That means 2 is multiplied 3 times. So 2 2 is 4, 4 2 is 8. So our answer is 8. Okay, question number 3. 125 to the power 1 by 3. Let us find the factors of 125. 125, as the unit place is 5, so we can simplify or we can divide by 5. So 5. So 5 2 is 10. 2 is remainder. So 2 and 5 will be 25. So 5 5 is 25. So we can continue again. 5 5 is 25. So 5 is multiplied 3 times to get 125. So this 125 we can write as 5 cube. Now what is there outside? 1 by 3. So now this powers can be multiplied. So 3 into 1 by 3. So 5 to the power 3 into 1 by 3. So 3 3 cancel. What we got answer is? So our answer is 5. Okay, let us see question number 2. 9 to the power 3 by 2. So 9 we can write as 3 into 3, or we can say 3 square. So 3 square to the power 3 by 2. So in the same manner we will multiply both the powers. So 3 to the power 2 into 3 by 2. So these 2 and these 2 cancel. So what is left now? 3 to the power 3. So 3 is multiplied 3 times. So 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is 27. So answer is 27. Question number 4. 125 to the power minus 1 by 3. 125 we have already done in the question number 3. 5 5 5. That means 5 cube. So directly we can write 5 cube. What is there outside? Minus 1 by 3. So now we can multiply these two. So 5 to the power 3 into minus 1 by 3. So these 2 3 can be cancelled. So we will get 5 to the power minus 1. So whenever we have a negative exponent, so how we can change it to positive? We have to take the converse or the reciprocal. So 1 by 5 to the power 1. So we have to take the reciprocal. So this minus will change into plus when we will take the reciprocal. So we can write like this: 1 divided by 5 to the power 1. We have learned this formula: a to the power minus m is equal to 1 by a to the power m. So when a base and the power is a negative one, then to change from negative to positive, we have to take the inverse. So 1 by a to the power m. Got it, students? Let us see some more problems. Question number 3. 2 to the power 2 by 3 dot 2 to the power 1 by 5. Dot basically means product. So you can see, as I told you, the first law, when the bases are same and the operation is into, that means product, then the power gets added. So we can write like this: 2 to the power. Now the powers will be added. So 2 by 3 plus 1 by 5. So we can solve it like this: 2. Now 3 and 5, what is the LCM? If we take the LCM, we will get 15. Okay. Now in the table of 3, when we get 15, 3, 5 is 15. So 5 into 2 will give us 10 plus. In the table of 5, when we get 15, 5, 3 is 15. So that 3 into this one, that is 1 3 is 3. So our final answer is 2 to the power 10 plus 3 is 13 divided by 15. Got it clear? Okay, let us see question number 2. 1 divided by 3 cube, or you can say 1 divided by 3 to the power 3 whole to the power 7. So when there is a common power on both numerator and denominator, it means that this power is distributed to numerator as well as denominator. So we can separate it: 1 to the power 7 divided by 3 cube to the power 7. See nicely, this 7 is distributed to 1 also as well as to the denominator. So 1 to the power 7. So 1, if you multiply any number of times, the answer is always 1. Denominator is. Now these two power can be multiplied. So 3 into 7 will give you 21. So our answer is 1 by 3 to the power 21. So no need to solve it further, because 3 to the power 21 means it will give us a very large value. Okay. Last one, question number 4. 7 to the power half into 8 to the power half. Now you can see nicely, if you observe nicely, see this question number 4 and question number 1. In question number 1, bases were same, whereas powers were different. But in question number 4, you see bases are different but the power are same. So when the powers are same, we can take a common power. So what is our common power here? 1 by 2. So we can take the common 1 by 2 and then we can multiply both the bases. That is 7 into 8. So 7 and 8 will give us 56 to the power half. So these all problems are based on the 7 laws of exponents, which I already explained you. So go through these formulas nicely and learn how to apply in such type of problems.